Hi again everybody, this is Sylvie the Irish Scrapper back with another tutorial for the Craft for the Crack design team. This is the June challenge and it's all about summer and flowers. So as we know, an awful lot of brides choose to get married in the summer, so I've decided to put together a lovely little wedding card for the bride and groom. So I'm starting off with an A4 piece of pearlescent cardstock which I folded in half. Then I bought these beautiful new dies recently. I got them from Maura here in Limerick in Crafty Corner. It's a set. There's the two of those together like that. And in fact there's another one that goes in the middle that I don't use very often. But they're beautiful. So I went ahead with some pearlescent paper and I cut out the die. It's absolutely beautiful, this, I love it. And then I went ahead with the same paper again and I cut out the little insert. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a white on white toned wedding card. So without any further ado, I'm going to adhere this down to the card. And a very good tip I saw on the crafting channel was to put some PVA glue on the back of your hand. To rub it in like that. Because these kind of things can be very tricky to glue. And you literally just pounce it in the glue like that, and it picks up the glue in all the little delicate areas. Not forgetting, of course, to put some into the middle of the back of the card, because if you don't, I did that once and believe me, it's not great. The card doesn't look as if it's sitting right. And then find your centre and put it down. Now I like to put a piece of tissue paper over this when I'm pressing it down. So I'm just going to grab a piece. It's just so that you can put pressure on the actual card without getting glue all over the place. Just give it a couple of seconds to grab the card. Got the little air bubbles there, but they won't be seen. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bouquet of flowers in both corners. So I've gone ahead and put this one together. And how I did that was I simply took 5 little roses. These are antique-y looking roses. Left a bit of stem on it. Took a length of white satin ribbon and literally just wound it around the stem like that, and go back up again, and I adhere it at the back with a tiny little bit of hot glue. Sorry, now I had a big lump of glue dried onto my glue gun. So just a small amount of glue and simply get the ribbon into it and snip it off. Then I find the best way to adhere these to the actual card is to use the hot glue again. So I'm going to put 2 little white leaves. These are from Wild Orchid Crafts. Just one on each side like that. So I'll put those down with the hot glue as well. And a small amount is all you need. And then place your little bouquet on top of them, whichever way you like. I'm going to put it this way. And the same down here then. That's your 2 little leaves and then your bouquet. like that. And I think to remember, grouping flowers in odd numbers is best. Now I can see that's bubble there, but it will dry back. So now I'm going to take this little insert and that's going to go here, and I might actually pop that up on some foam pads. So I'll just pop and get those. And I'm going to stamp my sentiment for the bride and groom with some VersaFine ink. And try and find your centre. I'm covered in glue. Find your centre and there we go. So a couple of double-sided foam pads on the back, and that'll just give it a little bit of dimension. It's a quick and easy card really, and it's very pretty. I think what takes the longest is cutting out your dies and the mess that you make when you're at those machines, but they're worth it. Maybe one more here. The pokey tool actually is the thing for getting these up, but I don't have it at hand. And there. And line it up and pop it down there. And then I like to put a couple of pearls, one here and here and one here and here. Now obviously when you're doing this at home you're going to take greater care, but I just don't like tutorials that go on forever, so it's giving you the gist. Last one there, like that. And then all that's left to do with this really is to pop in your liner. Now this is an A4 sheet of pearlescent paper that I folded in half, and I will be adhering it in there, but it needs to be trimmed slightly. So I'm going to take just a little smidgen . Tiny smidgen off the end of it, and about the same off the side. I put that on by just running a little bead of adhesive either side. Of course I should have opened the card to do that. That's it. And then pop it on the inside. Now of course you can personalise the cards by printing on the insert and putting the date and the name of the bride and groom, which I do regularly for orders. So centre it. Stick it down. So very quick and easy flowery wedding card for the summer bride and groom. It's the Irish Scrapper saying come back shortly for the